What is up guys, Spart here and welcome to the video. In today's video topic we're going to be talking about Legion. With Legion pretty much right around the corner, we got 3.5 months until the expansion actually launches and less than 3 months until the pre-patch is. Which, the pre-patch is pretty much when that gets here I consider Legion here, so it's good stuff. And it's going to be a lot of changes going on, and for Arcane it looks like they're going to be really solid changes, so nothing really to worry about there. And it's, I guess new stuff is always kind of something to look forward to. It's whether maybe it's not as or ideal as you'd want it, at least it's a change of pace from how long we've been in WoD or any expansion for that matter. But I'm just going to be explaining why, a couple of points I want to go across why I guess I'm hyping Legion so much, or more so than a lot of other people. And don't worry, it's for a good reason, guys. I'm not just on a Legion hype train for no reason whatsoever. I've done a little bit of research and following up, and there's reason behind it. So the first obvious one, Arcane is looking pretty strong in Legion, and they're kind of giving us the only thing that I really wanted. Now we've got the damage, but now we're getting the utility. And even if they tuned down Arcane damage a bit for this utility, I really couldn't care. It'd still be worth it in my eyes. And it's just stuff like that. It's coming to a each expansion, it seems like they're kind of balancing the game out a little bit more and just making each class and spec that you wanted to play or maybe couldn't in a previous expansion just a little bit better. And another reason, Arcane, I feel like it's going to be really fun this expansion is the whole honor system grind. Now I've been following that because it's definitely something I'm looking forward to, and I know there's the whole controversy of them taking out gear or making gear not as much of a deciding factor in PvP, and it's going to be basically they're pretty much replacing the gear with these talents. They're taking away just your base stats and damage you might be getting from gear and replacing it with all this utility. And I know a lot of people have been kind of complaining about I guess that they're going to go into a battleground and they'll be like on par with somebody that just gets 110, or their gear won't really give them the kind of distinct advantage it does now, which I don't really mind that. It definitely reminds me obviously of Call of Duty and Modern Warfare, not just because of the whole prestige, but because of the fact that in Modern Warfare, it's a first-person shooter. You can go in there at level 1. If you're really good and know what you're doing, you can actually, do a bit of damage and come out winning a game, or do more than you could in World of Warcraft when you first hit level cap. That's the whole problem. I did level a few mages. I think I leveled and geared, or finished leveling and geared 3 mages about a month ago and geared them all out. And as experienced as I was, it's like, yeah, I was hitting like a wet noodle, and I was probably just more of a nuisance than anything, but you just don't feel like you're doing anything when you first hit level 110. And that's not exactly the way to get new people into PvP, or get somebody to want to start doing it. It's like nobody's going to want to play in the battlegrounds if they feel like they're not really doing any damage or anything whatsoever. You can only do CC so much and feel helpful or feel like you're doing something. But I'm definitely in favor of kind of that whole system here. And let's see what else. Yeah, that was another thing. In Legion, the one thing I've always been a fan of is a good grind. And I feel like in Legion that is one thing that Blizzard is definitely kind of delivering on. First of all, obviously you got the honor talent grind, but now the artifact weapon, and I haven't followed that too much. Like, I don't know how long exactly it's going to take you for grind all your artifact power up and all that stuff and get it all maxed out, but it definitely seems like it's going to be taking a while. And just stuff like that, when something takes a while to actually complete and you're getting good rewards in the process, that's pretty much my definition of a good quality content. It doesn't get much better than that, and it's just something else to look forward to. it's not like the Apex's daily crystal grinds or whatever. Those you could get away without doing them, and they weren't really fun to begin with. So I feel like that's kind of where they, I guess, failed in WoD there. It's like they didn't have a good reward to begin with, and they weren't fun. So Legion with the whole new grind for your artifact weapon and the honor talents, that's pretty much the opposite. So that's why I'm looking really forward to that kind of stuff. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to cover, but I think pretty much that's it. Arcane's looking pretty solid, got the awesome honor grind system and the artifact weapon. But I mean, those are the key reasons. Obviously, I'm pretty excited for Legion, and let me know if you guys are excited for other reasons or something that you're looking forward to. Maybe a class change on another class that you're really excited about. I know a lot of classes are getting revamped, and some really cool stuff is getting put into each of the classes. So, but let me know what your guys' thoughts are, or maybe if I'm alone here on this topic. I could be. Maybe I'm just alone on the hype train. But hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until next time, this is Smart out.